This week on my sewing journey, I was working on a neck roll pillow. These are a great gift idea. They're great for birthday, anniversary, wedding, bridal, Christmas, Easter, Valentine's, just anytime gift, or just a hi, how are you gift if you wanted to do something special for someone. Or they're great for just yourself. And they're very easy to make. First off, you take a piece of fabric that is 21 inches long and 15 inches wide. And that's this piece right here. Next, if you want to do any embellishments on there, like in the center, like a monogram, cross stitch, doily, lace, ribbon, and you could use a very thin ribbon if you don't have a monogram or a monogram capabilities and you don't want to embroider the initial on there. A very thin ribbon cut to the shape of the initial, sewed on in the center, will work just as well. After that, if you wanted to do a ruffle like this one has, the ruffle was 28 inches long by 4 inches wide, folded in half. And I just gathered it by every sew off, just every, like about a finger width, folding the fabric and then just sewing that on the ends. This one doesn't have stuffing in it yet. I didn't get a chance to do that. So you would do all that first. And then what you do is you line it up, if you're using stripes, folding the fabric right sides facing together, and you're going to sew down. Now you're going to leave yourself, I think you can see it best on this one, about 4-inch wide opening. And you're going to leave that open so you can turn it to the right side. You're going to skip that and then sew all the way down. Next, before you turn it to that right side, you're going to do the end piece. Now the end piece, I used a coffee lid. Now with this, I left the extra seam allowance in. I did not trim down my seam allowance. Just in case it rips, it'll be easier to sew it with a little extra seam allowance there instead of fighting with it if it should rip. I don't think it will, but if it should. So what you do is you pin right sides facing together and sew all the way around. You'll do that on both ends. Then you turn it to the right side. Then you put your stuffing in. After you put your stuffing in, you fold your seams in and you just sew that down any way you like, hand or machine. So as you can see, it's not that hard to make a nice neck roll. You might want to make sure you put a lot of polyfill in there or foam or whatever you're going to use to stuff it. Just really make it firm and stiff. I hope you like this idea. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing, and happy sewing.